And you had said, the next breakthrough in AI, the work you're doing, the next cancer cure, the next Nobel Prize. If it doesn't happen here because you and others are kicked out of this country.
Dude, we're infiltrating everything, okay? Hasanabi heads, we are everywhere. It doesn't matter. You could be getting a business PhD at Harvard. There's a Hasanabi head right there. It's like Fight Club, just nod along. Good job, Dems. Good job. This student, this Hasanabi student,
we are now joined by a
interviewed.
Harvard PhD student from China who's about to graduate from Harvard. Zealand Ma, thank you so much for being with us.
Oh! Let's go! Chinese Hasanabi heads with a PhD, rise up! Chinese Hasanabi heads with a PhD at Harvard University, rise up! Rise the up! Let's go! Let's go!
Thus, you graduate on so this should be a celebration.
Look at how jacked he is. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Look at him. Look at him flexing his biceps too. Woo!
Celebratory moment. How are you feeling?
Definitely it feels less celebratory than I should feel. I feel a lot of uncertainty. I feel puzzled. I feel shocked to learn.
Wait, is this Top G, dude? Is this where we find out Top G's real identity? I kept saying he was like a white Maoist from Iowa, but I have a friend in Harvard too who watches you, but not international. I mean, yes, the college campuses are where I have the strongest foothold, okay? That's not surprising. I mean, you've seen, no, not Top G, Top G, who is a chatter in this. Bro thinks he's Charlie Kirk. Oh, why would you do that to me?
That because I'm a PhD student doing important research on how AI is transforming workplace. This is something that White House has labeled as a national priority. So it's definitely disheartening and impossible.
Hasanabi hit Nebraska. Wow, boring. Who cares? Hasanabi hit China. At least now we know who are the real unappreciated chatters.
To see the policy targeting the very people doing that work.
Right. Do you plan to stay in the U.S. to work after you graduate, or have President Trump's actions caused you to alter your plans at all?
So for now, I think until the hearing, my plan is to stay at the Harvard Business School to continue my research as a postdoc scholar with the DCube lab. But, anything could happen in that hearing. And because of these uncertainties, I definitely need to think about, other ways to continue my research. And then, I've also heard about my friends, my colleagues, be it like, U.S. citizen or not, have been considering elsewhere to conduct their research or even moving out of the country.
What do you say to those who may be thinking right now, I don't care what happens to a few people at this super rich Ivy League school? Explain why they should care.
Yeah, of course. I think, first of all, it's not a few people. So this attempted ban could be about, over 4,000 unionized workers at Harvard. That includes the graduate students who's teaching, who's grading, who's answering students' email 2 a.m. We are the people who make the university work. And it's a work visa called OPT, which is tied to the student visa. If the ban exists, proceeds, then this work permit will be canceled, and everyone in the class of 2023, 2024, 2025 will be impacted. And these people have been currently working full-time jobs at top companies, doing the kind of technological, scientific, and economic work that keeps American economy running. So as a brief statistics, in the year of 2024, there has been 1.1 million international students contributing to the U.S. economy. So that is not a small number. That will be a big threat to these workers.
No, that's such a great point. And I know you've also pointed out previously that you think about the type of work that you and other students like yourself are doing who are also contributing to the workforce, as you point out. And you had said, the next breakthrough in AI, the work you're doing, the next cancer cure, the next Nobel Prize. If it doesn't happen here because you and others are kicked out of this country.
Dude, we're infiltrating everything, okay? Hasanabi heads, we are everywhere. It doesn't matter. You could be getting a business PhD at Harvard. There's a Hasanabi head right there. It's like Fight Club, just nod along.
It's going to happen elsewhere. That is America's loss. Now, part of the president's order targeting Harvard specifically claims the university coordinates with the Chinese Communist Party, and Chinese nationals make up about a fifth of Harvard's foreign students. Do you and other Chinese students feel like
she's like, do you communicate with the Chinese Communist Party?
You're being targeted or scapegoated?
Yeah, I definitely feel like we are being scapegoated. Like,
bro, only met like 2 other Hasanabi heads on college. What the? Oh yeah, depends on which college which college campus you go to. Also, I'm willing to bet that there are far more. I should do a college campus tour, dude. Got cooked by slow. What does that mean?
We have followed every.
I'm so lost. How do you know he's a Hasanabi head? Dog, he's wearing my merch. He's wearing limited edition Himbo Gym merchandise. He's wearing limited edition Himbo Fitness merchandise. My entire row in my PLSC class are Hasanabi heads. Hell yeah.
Rule, we have got the visa, we have passed all of the background checks. That was pretty, thorough. And we have, as Chinese students, some of us work here, some of us, pay tuition to get here. We paid a lot of things, taxes, like federal, state, sometimes even like, Social Security that we may never benefit from. Right? We have contributed a lot to U.S. scientific research, education, and economy, and yet we are currently the one facing uncertainty. So, if the U.S. is sending this kind of message to us Chinese international students that we're not welcome, people will stop coming. And we actually have seen that people have dropped their interests by some polls that they will not come to the U.S. for studying and contributing to the scientific research. So if that happens, as you said, the next breakthrough in artificial intelligence, next cancer cure, even, it will happen somewhere else. So I think it's really bigger than about immigration. It's about whether the U.S. wants to lead in science, tech, and education, or it wants to give it up. So we're not asking for any kind of special treatment. We're simply asking to be treated equally, and we want to keep doing the work that benefits everybody.
What's your message to other international students who may be considering or aspired to come and study here in the U.S.? Is it worth it?
Looking back, I feel like it's still worth it. I've met many of my friends in here. I've met people from all over the world, and I have conducted important research with humanitarian negotiators. I've conducted important research with doctors and lawyers. I have, this education experience is what makes America great. And I think that people who are considering, now is the time of uncertainty, but I think these things will pass eventually, I think. There were similar policies targeting us in the past, but it all, went smoothly. Hopefully this time will still be the case. So my suggestion to my fellow, maybe Chinese students, I think is be cautious, but still open to the idea of coming to the U.S. to experience this amazing education system.
Well, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us and your experience. Celine Ma, appreciate your time and best of luck to you. Congratulations on your degree.
Americans don't realize how badly brain draining like this is going to fuck them in 5 to 10 years. Yeah, no more Chinese Hasanabi heads. Rabani makes a good point here. Oh, yeah. It might be objectionable, but would hardly be unusual if U.S. consular officials vetted visa applicants for hostility to the United States or its government and denied those known to harbor such hostility entering the United States. Unfortunately, numerous governments behave this way. What is absolutely bizarre is that the U.S. government couldn't care less what visa applicants think about the United States or its government. It is their views about a U.S. proxy in the Middle East, Israel, that constitute grounds for visa denial and revocation. Never forget the U.S. government is controlled by Qatari money and owned by Saudi Arabia. That is what's so like insane about it. You could say America till the cows come home, and the American government's like, that's free speech. You can be a foreigner who says, America can suck my, and it's fine. But if you say Israel can suck my, the American government's like, we will kill you. You will be deported. You must be deported instantly. You're a threat. You're a threat.